So, Pahom and his family finally made it to the new village. He joined the local group, the Commune, treated the elders to some drinks to stay on their good side, and got all his paperwork sorted. They gave him and his sons 125 acres to work with. Honestly, he was living the dream. He had 3 times more land than before, the soil was great, and he was 10 times better off. He could have as many cows as he wanted. At first, while he was busy building his new house and getting settled, he was loving it. But, as usual with Pahom, once the novelty wore off, he started feeling like it still wasn't enough. The first year, he grew wheat and had a great harvest. He wanted to keep it going, but there was a catch. In this area, you could only grow wheat on virgin soil, land that hadn't been used in a while. Once you used it for a year or two, you had to let it sit. Since everyone wanted that prime wheat land, people were constantly fighting over it. The rich farmers wanted it for profit, and the poor farmers wanted it to rent out for tax money. Pahom ended up having to rent extra land from a dealer, but it was a total hassle. The land was 10 miles away, so he had to haul everything back and forth. He looked around and saw some guys getting rich on their own private farms and thought, man, if I just had my own private solid piece of land, everything would be so much easier. No more renting, no more scrambling. For 3 years, he kept renting and making good money, but he was getting tired of the constant competition. Every time good land opened up, everyone would rush for it like crazy. If you weren't fast enough, you were out of luck. One time, he even lost a whole year's worth of work because of a legal dispute over some rented land. He thought, if this were my land, I wouldn't have to deal with all this drama. So he started looking for land to buy. He found a guy who was in a tight spot and willing to sell 1,300 acres for a bargain, 1,500 rubles. They were right on the verge of closing the deal when a traveling dealer stopped by Pahom's house for some tea. This dealer dropped a bombshell. He said he was just coming back from the land of the Bashkirs, way out in the middle of nowhere. He claimed he bought 13,000 acres for just 1,000 rubles. Pahom couldn't believe his ears. The dealer told him, all you have to do is make friends with the local chiefs. I gave them some nice robes, carpets, and some tea, and they practically gave the land away. It's less than 2 cents an acre, and it's all right by a river, pure virgin soil. He told Pahom that the Bashkirs were simple as sheep, and that you could get as much land as you could walk around in a year. Pahom's wheels started turning. He thought, why should I spend 1,500 rubles on just 1,300 acres and go into debt when I can go out there and get 10 times more land for even less money? As soon as that dealer left,